summer somewhere, who knows, Algonquin Park, Northern Ontario, Northern Quebec. Actually, we don't know. This bird could have come, and so the young ones will have all uniform. Second years will have a very new block of feathers, and then you can go up to third year. So difficult. So the other thing we do is try to figure out the age of the bird, and the way we do that is by looking at molt. He's being very cooperative. Notice his nice flight feathers. Really quite long wings, for such a tiny thing. And so what we'll look at is if a bird is a young bird, as soon as they've fledged, it's already full grown, but when they different groups of feathers every single year. So this is part of their molt cycle, and that makes sense, right? You don't fly around on these little feathers. You're going to wear them down. You need to replace them. So first, it's already banded, unfortunately.
Sorry.
Hey there. Everyone see it? So, it does very big mouths. I'm not sure if I showed you that. Really big mouth. Oh, look at that. Look at the face he's getting. Oh, we're getting painful. Yeah. Thanks. So these ear tufts and this whole went standing to back on the ground. Like if it was an Olympic event, gold medal. Seriously. Whack! I could hear the one in the distance. And I called again, and it had traveled like 200 or a cricket. And people don't realize that it's an owl. But they do a whinny, like a little tiny high-pitched horse. And then they do a 171. Is it?
I don't know. Just
yeah, rictal bristles, they're called, those whiskers. Crop is empty. Yeah, there you go. Didn't say it was rocket science, but there you go. So you get this really neat mix of colors, and this is the most standard one. Yeah, 2x1, 056, like, I don't think we can do anything for sex for these things. Let's throw on the black leg. Alright. No, that was his bill doing that. Okay, was that it? Okay, we'll let it go, and we'll get some more birds banded.
It's okay. If he gets loose, he's going right for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. If he gets loose, it's like, oh, look at you. I'm sorry.
Yep. We're doing this.
JRA. Draw. Alright, wing length.
Stu and Yusuf told us that solids don't have crops.
No. Yeah.
So they don't?
No.
There's 8.
They don't store food in it.
Okay.
Especially on migration.
So other banding stations don't have access to a database
135.
to
Yeah.
I guess
yeah.
Well,
2 by 1.
different banding stations, what will happen is if they get a retrap,
Alright, and
they will, the people who
And
control
do the weight.
everything,
just that quickly.
Birdspace Canada will
Oh, it's 0.
get the information from them and then ask us for the information before they send us the information on that bird. So they'll be controlling what info comes out of
83.8.
foreign retraps and stuff like that. So different stations can't
Alright.
look at each other's
So this is another young bird,
unless
this
there's a
one.
different bird that's recaptured between them.
Another young one. And
Birdspace Canada can.
so this is kind of interesting, because,
Don't change
well, you never know how the night's going to be, right? And so it's very possible we could have caught nothing all night, so I was prepared for that. But if we keep continually catching birds like this, then, we'll be doing this for the next hour or so, which is kind of cool. So there we go. You can actually do this stuff pretty quickly with these birds, and obviously I was taking my time a fair bit with the first.
You guys are lucky to see this. It's incredible.
Yeah, so
Nobody knows what's going
yeah,
on.
it's like these are fast. What the hell? Okay, so what's happening? We're not hurting the bird when we're doing this. Just saying, yeah.
Yeah, these guys are
I thought those primary coats were weird. It is weird.
Is
Is there anything?
Sorry. That's okay. I'm using it as a base. My hand is not shaking.
Maybe it's not a juvenile feather. Like maybe it's like
So random. We had a bird like this the other night, remember? And
Yeah,
then one
yeah,
replaced feather, but
These are
all
all fresh, like in there. So this, we're gonna call this an after second year bird. This bird's at least 2 years old. It could be older than that. Well, anyway, there's no room for guessing either. It's like, either know what it is, and if you're not sure, then that middle feather there. It sure looks like a retainer.
You guys are lucky to see this. It's incredible.
Yeah, so
Nobody knows what's going on.
it's like.